Bienvenidos. Este es AngloTalks, donde el saber es poder. Oh, yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is André and I am one of the English teachers here at Colegio Anglohispano in Manizales. And today I am with one of my students, her name is Sara, and we're going to talk about learning foreign languages. As you know, at Colegio Anglohispano, foreign languages is one of the axes of our teaching. So we have Spanish, we have English, we have French, Portuguese, and sign language. And well, Sarah is learning all of those languages, and we are going to talk about the things that she likes and the things that she doesn't like about learning so many things at the same time. So hello, Sarah. Thank you so much for joining us in our conversation. Please introduce yourself for our audience. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Sara Lizarazo and I'm a student from Anglohispano school. I'm in 11th grade and I've been in the school since I'm 4 years old.
So Sarah, the first question I have for you is, well, you have a very good, very high level of English. So how did English language enter in your life? Where did you learn? Who did you learn with? How is your relationship? When did your relationship with English language start?
Okay, I started quite young. I was 2 years old when I first started learning English. Actually, one of my earliest memories is an English song that shows. So it was something I learned from a young age. At some point, I think it was easier that I learned it so young, since I did not have could not associate it with Spanish, because at the same time I was learning English, I was learning Spanish also. So there was no association like apple, manzana. No, it was apple, and I saw the apple. So my relationship with English is it's a language I speak since I was a kid, so I do not have a lot of trouble with it. Sometimes I can even say confidently that my grammar in English is better than my grammar in Spanish, because I did learn the rules of grammar in English, and in Spanish I know them, but I did not apply them as much. People weren't as strict with me with it. So definitely my grammar is better in English. So my relationship with English is good. It's something I learned as a child, and in my house my dad speaks a lot of English. He lived 1 year in the United States, so yeah, I've always had English in my life.
And did you start learning English with him or at school?
At school, I was sometime when I was, like I say, from when I was 2 till I was like 4, I studied in San Luis. So they started like teaching English very young, and then I moved to this school since it was a bit near from my house. It wasn't as far, so I moved, and now, well, I had a lot of native teachers in here, so my English has like improved ever since sometimes I had teachers that do not even speak Spanish. So like we could only speak in English or English. You do not have another option. They do not know the language you speak, so if you wanted like a definition for something, it will be full in English. And so I had to sometimes learn, and that's better. So because you do not sometimes when you can't fall in translation, you fall in the bad habit of oh, it's just easy, just say the word in Spanish and I would understand it, right? But if you cannot do that, you learn a bit more about the word and have to put a bit more effort, and that's better for learning languages, because if you put effort in it, it sticks in your mind.
I understand and I agree with you. And from what I can see, you acquired English as if it were a mother tongue for you, right?
A bit.
Yes, a bit. And what about French? Is French the third language that you were learning or not?
It
Did
was
Portuguese
the
come
third
before?
language. No,
third.
French was the third. I learned it. I think I was in second or third grade. I do not remember that well. But it was not as easy as English, definitely. Because when I was learning English, like I said, I learned it at the same time as I was learning Spanish. Like almost at the same time as I was learning to write, I was also learning to write in English. So yeah. But French, no. I did learn French when I was a bit bigger. Like I mean, I was a bit more grown up. So French did not come as natural. Also in French, we also tended to learn a lot with songs, which is something I appreciated. Listening to music is something I can do in my free time, and it doesn't bother me. And sometimes it's a bit fun to do. Like I mean, it's not just a boring grammar lesson, because grammar is terrible in all languages.
Yes.
I can agree. I can say that. But definitely in French, I had some troubles with pronunciation. Because you know there's some letters that you just see and tell to yourself, how does that make sense? Oh, it makes sense. So, like in French, when you say like the je, there's a wait. It's conjugated. It's G with A I,
Okay.
and it makes the sound of an E. And I will, and yeah. Now for a long time I pronounced it like it was an A I. It isn't.
But do you have a better understanding of French now?
I definitely have. I mean,
grown up?
Yeah, I definitely have. I listen more to music. I try to read in it, but I always fall into the bad habit. It's always easier to just like do it in English or Spanish. But I do try to do it. I mean, but French has its problem. I think English is a bit easier in some aspects that people do not consider, because they think French would be easier since it's a Romance language and we speak in Spanish is a Roman language, so it would be easier. English has Germanic roots, so probably has a lot of differences. But the problem with French is that the conjugations are complex. Same with Spanish actually, but with English they are quite a bit easier. I learned a bit about the history of languages, because so it comes from where the language comes. Germanic roots makes it so that it has simpler grammar, because they do like, because if you see the history of the language from that speak in the Anglo-Saxon countries, the grammar was not, the conjugations just simply did not exist. Same with, that's why we can see in some languages from that part of the world do not have like conjugations at all. But Latin does have it. So it becomes like learning a story, you can tell. Spanish has the most complex grammar, with the more complex, with some things that haven't gotten forgotten in like the way we say things. Then I think Portuguese it's the next one with the next harder grammar, like the most similar to Spanish. And then comes French, which is a bit easier than it should be. It should be a bit easier than Spanish and Portuguese. And then comes English, which is the easiest of them all because it has Germanic roots.
Cool. And you mentioned the similarity between Portuguese and Spanish. So did it help you somehow to learn Portuguese as a fourth language for you?
It's hard. It has made some things easier. Since I can understand a bit more when you speak it. Like, I mean, in my first class, even if I did not speak a bit of Portuguese, I could guess half of what he was saying, like easily.
When did you start?
I think 8th grade was it?
8th grade, okay.
Yeah. But it's also a bit of a tricky thing, because you start speaking Spanish so easily. It's so easily, it's really easy to cross the line of what is speaking Portuguese and what's speaking Spanish. So sometimes when you're trying to learn a language, crossing that line is easy. Like, I mean, you would do it without noticing it. You can start trying to speak Portuguese one moment, and then one moment you start putting words in Spanish till you suddenly start speaking in Spanish because it's easier. And your brain remembers a bit more. So it makes easier like to read and to listen, but it makes it harder to read, to speak, and to write.
Okay. And as for sign language, how has it been for
Sign
you?
language. I
Yeah.
have a lot of deaf family actually. My cousin, I have both of my cousins from my dad's side are deaf. I do not talk it with them a lot since they do live in Spain and one lives in the United States. But sometimes it makes a bit like understanding how other people see it. Because sign language for some people is the way they like communicate. My cousins are lucky they have like the implant, so they do not have like that much of a use from sign language except when their battery dies. But I know some people that cannot afford it and will have to like manage with sign language their whole lives. And that's not a bad thing. There's a lot of people that do have the money but do refuse the surgery. Sign language is another way to like communicate it. And a lot of things I found out in sign language are like really intuitive. You do not have to know sign language to understand them. Like, I mean, we can do the sign of, how do you say baby? And it's, that's something I could guess. Right?
Yes.
So there's a lot, of course there are signs that, that if I did not know, I would not know what the hell was happening.
And now that you are almost graduating from high school, what are the benefits that you think that what are the benefits that come from learning foreign languages at such a young age? The benefits for you.
First of all, it opens up a bit of the mind. You do not. Normally, when we speak only in one language, we can only think of certain limited options. We can only go to countries that speak our languages without a lot of complications. But when you start speaking languages, you can see the world opening to you a bit. Like, I mean, you start seeing, oh, I could go to that country and not have any problem with the language. Because a lot of people are stopped from going to places, going to study some places or working some places because they do not know the language. And that's something we do not have when we can speak the language of the country, because it just makes it a bit easier to go there, because you'll not be as lost. You will not have the language barrier that sometimes separates you from the world.
This in the personal field, because you can travel to different countries and meet people from also from different cultures. And if we change to the professional field, what do you think that are the benefits of learning foreign languages?
Okay, first of all, in university, it opens a lot of doors in university in the way that you sometimes do not have to do some courses. Like in English, in a lot of universities, they tell you need to have like at least one course in English. And if you have the level or certification, you can like bypass it without any problem, giving you more time to do other things or learn new things that will help you a lot. Also, it helps in the professional field since a lot of people get benefits from it. Like, I mean, get paid more or like get more opportunities. You can work with more people if you know more languages. You're not limited to like the companies of Colombia. You are limited by anything. You're not limited by anything, because I could like forward like a letter to any company of the word that's with a language I speak, and there's a higher possibility I get hired than someone that does not know the language. Of course, I have the things the company needs.
I understand. And if you had to suggest or give an advice for those who are starting to learn a foreign language, for example, in terms of English, where could we start from?
Okay, this is a recommendation my father gives a lot. It's Disney. In all languages, actually. Disney has this thing that, depending on the age of the movie, 2, 4, 11, you have just so many words you can use. It has like, example, this movie can only have this 100 words and this 100 words only. So it has really basic vocabulary. So you do not like get thrown at the wolves and get words that probably can throw up a native speaker. So you're just getting basic words. And also kids shows explain everything at detail, because they're trying to like tell a story to someone that does not understand anything. to a kid, like that even the basic things seem crazy. So it's easier to understand it from the point of a kid because they're going to tell things like you like to an idiot. Like I mean, those those dummy books.
Yes.
They have a lot of people because like it's basically telling complex things the easiest way possible. That's what they do in kids movies, basically.
So Disney is the first the first suggestion you give to for those who are learning any foreign language.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
Disney. And what else do you suggest?
I guess trying to speak in the language. If you have someone you can speak, like example, English, I can speak to my father at home or my sister. So that makes it easier. I have people to communicate with, I have people with practice, and I have people that I can trust to make mistakes. Because a lot of problems is when you do it in public, you feel ashamed of your mistakes. So sometimes it's better to do it with someone you trust. Sometimes if you can do it with a family member, it's better. I mean, in Portuguese, I probably could do it with my uncle. I just don't see him enough.
Where does he live?
Oh, he lives in Colombia, but he lived like 7 years in Brazil.
And have you ever been to Brazil? Would you like to go to Brazil?
I would like. I think I'm going this vacation since it's my sister's 15th birthday and she wants to go.
Okay. Do you know the city yet?
Nope, no idea. It's her
Okay.
decision.
And but is there any place in Brazil that you would like to visit?
I mean, I would like to visit all because I'm a really curious person and I like visiting places and learning new things. So, but there's not really like a place I would like to go. I mean, I would like to go to this place that Unicampo, the university, since I think I want to study there. I mean, I know the engineers are good there, and it's like one of my options of university. So I would like to go there before like studying. Sometimes it's better to know the place if you're going to study there.
To Unicamp in Campinas.
Yeah.
Yes, in the city of Campinas. I am asking you that because, as you know, I am from Brazil, so
Yeah.
I am curious about the things
Yeah.
that you would like to visit there. And the last question I have for you is, after learning English and also having Spanish as your mother tongue, and Portuguese, French, and sign language, what is the next foreign language that you would like to learn?
I mean, I don't know. I have there's so many to choose that you want to learn. I would like to say I would like to learn a few at a time. I know that would be hard because as for experience from learning two languages at the same time, but I would like to maybe learn German. It would be interesting. I have a cousin who speaks it, and I mean, I know like German, and I like the. They all speak when they all speak about Germans. They say they are hardworking, and that's something I would like to see in person and understand a bit better. Maybe I don't know, Italian. I love the language. It looks like it sounds so pretty. I mean, and why not add another Romance language?
I totally agree with you. So thank you so much, Sarah, for joining us in this conversation. It was really nice to hear about your experience, and we hope that it inspires many youngsters to dive into this amazing world of foreign languages. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hasta pronto, esto fue AngloTalks, un podcast original del Colegio Hispano, educación de otra manera.